One of the hardest things in print on demand is getting lots of sales. I started doing one thing differently and my sales literally tripled overnight. And I'm not kidding either. I would go to bed so excited knowing that in the morning I could check my phone and see the massive increase in sales. Thinking back, that probably wasn't healthy. And I'm remembering the mornings where there weren't serious sales, it was actually quite a depressing day. But for the most part, this really worked. And I was able to do something that just baffled everyone. So let me show you how I did that and hopefully how you can do it too. The problem nowadays with print on demand is most people think it's completely free. And they would kind of be right. There's no upfront costs, there's no stock, there's no warehousing, there's no platform fees. It's effectively a money printing machine. And whilst some of that sentence is true, it's simply not a money printing machine. Yes, fundamentally print on demand is free to start and free to run. But if you want to start making serious money with print on demand, like I've done with tripling my sales, then you might want to put just a little bit of money into it. After all, if we're able to have a positive ROI, which is a return on your investment, then who cares if you have to put a little bit of money into it, as long as you're making that amount and more back. The method that took my sales to the moon was using advertising. Not just any advertising, ultra-targeted advertising. And by the end of this video, you will be a master of ads. You'll know exactly how to leverage them and you'll be ready for the rapid growth that comes with ads. Let's start at the beginning. You have a few different types of ads, but I'm only going to be talking about Facebook, Google, and Amazon in this video. There are, of course, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and many others, and I can make videos on those as well, but for now, I wanted to try and keep it somewhat simple. Let's start with Facebook, what these ads are, how you would use them, and how to set them up. So here, this is my Facebook dashboard. If you click these 9 dots over here, you scroll all the way down, you can see Ads Manager. Once you click Ads Manager, it will take you to this very complicated looking dashboard, but don't worry. The only thing you need to know how to do is actually create the ad. So if you click Create, we'll actually have a pop-up where I'll show you how to create it. Now, let me just quickly tell you about Facebook ads before I show you how to create it. Facebook used to be a lot better. I'll be honest, much better. And getting results was a lot easier. But since a couple of things like the Apple update, it has become a little bit harder to make money with Facebook ads. Not impossible, but it has become slightly harder. The beauty of Facebook ads is being able to create custom audiences, retargeting audiences, and lookalike audiences. These are really powerful. We can start by targeting ultra targeted niches and then layering them on top of each other. I'll show you how to do this, it's really cool. But then layering them, and then once you've got an ad running for a couple of days, you can then create a lookalike audience based on the people who have interacted the most. And you're kind of creating this super targeted ad that has a really high conversion. It takes a bit of time, but once you've got there, you just put more money in and you get more money out. It's so cool. Now, let me just quickly tell you what layered targeting is. So for example, if you have a t-shirt that is a cycling t-shirt and a dog t-shirt, it's a double niche, right? What you can do is you can target people who like specific dogs, right? And you can layer that. So you can say, if you like, a pit bull and you like a sausage dog and you like a chihuahua, they have to like all 3 of those dogs, right? It's not if you like a chihuahua or you like a sausage dog, because then that's 2 massive audiences. We're trying to find the middle people, right? Imagine a circle, and we're trying to find the little circle in the middle, right? Of people who like all the audiences. Now, if you layer that on top with cycling, so now you like cycling and you like these various dog breeds, you're creating something that is so laser targeted. People are going to think you are literally talking directly to them. This isn't a full tutorial video because Facebook is a huge platform, and I want to also show you Google and Amazon. So if you do want to see a full in-depth tutorial about Facebook ads, just let me know in the comments and I can make a dedicated video on that. But for now, this is Facebook. Once you click create in the left corner, you'll be able to choose which one you want. So for this, we want traffic, right? We could also have done engagement, but for now, we're just going to focus on traffic. Click continue, and it will pop up this big thing here. Right, now we can name this. So let's just name this dogs and bikes. We don't need to worry about any of this. We're not going to do an A/B split test. We're just going to click next. Now we need to come up with an ad set name. So this can be ad 1, right? We want to do send to your website. We obviously want to maximize the number of link clicks over landing page views. And then we need to scroll down and put in our budget. So $20 to $25 is absolutely fine. Now we can scroll down and we can see audiences. So we can edit the location, we can edit the age, the genders, and the detailed targeting. So for example, if we do a type of dog, so you've got dog groomer, dog trainer, dog walker, dog handler, dog... These are job titles. Now, targeting job titles is also a really good hack to create super targeted ads. However, the audiences are tiny. If you have a look here, you can see size 19,000 to 22,000, 38 to 45,000, compared to this where it's 491 million to 578 million. So let's just say we did dogs, right? What we can then do is you can see here, add exclusions or narrow audience. So if we click narrow audience, we can then put in bikes. Now, rather than just doing dogs and bicycles, you can make it a lot more specific. You can do, specific dog breeds or bicycle brands. The idea here is you want to try and find the ultra fans of these two interests so that when you eventually target them with ads, they'll be much more likely to buy your products. You can then see the reach over here, 1,400 to 4,100. You can change this if you wanted to by adding more interest and changing things up over there. You've then got your placements. So advanced placements or manual, you can just leave it there. Then click next, right? You obviously have to pick your ad. You have to make an ad. You can use Canva to create your ad. But once you've done that, you select a page that it will be linked to, and then you click publish. Once you do it yourself and you'll see this, you'll see it's actually quite straightforward. And then there are many more things that you can do with Facebook ads if you wanted to get more complicated with it. But that in itself is just a very basic look at creating a Facebook ad. If we then go back here, you'll be able to see your ad, your bidding strategy, your budget, your results, your reach, your impressions, all of this. And you can add things as well if you wanted to. So you can customize your column and add a whole bunch of different metrics that you could look at. And this is in your ad set. You've also obviously got your ads, which is the actual ad you've made. Here you can duplicate this and change the picture just a little bit. You could try an entirely different picture. And then in campaigns, this is just all of your campaigns. Once having the ad run for 2 to 3 days, go in and analyze it. See how many clicks you got, how expensive those clicks were, if you got any sales from those clicks. If you did, you can up your budget. You can start spending a bit more money to make a bit more money. If you got nothing, then it could be for a few reasons. So let me go through it. So if you get lots of clicks and no sales, your product pricing or your product might be no good. If you get no clicks, it's because your targeting probably isn't good or you're not bidding enough money, right? If you get clicks and you get sales, it's a winning ad. Put more money into it and just watch the sales come in. Facebook ads is not an easy game. Okay, I don't want anyone to think that this is really easy. You plug and play and then you'll make a whole bunch of money. There is testing to be done here. There's a little bit of money you'll have to spend and you might not make that money back. But the idea is when you do have an ad that is successful and you're getting good return on that ad, you will make back that money and much, much more than that original ad that didn't work. And that's how I felt when I was using Facebook ads. Now let's go over Google ads and see how you could use that one. Google is different to Facebook in the way that ads work. So for example, with Facebook, you're just scrolling your newsfeed as one would do. And if you've shown interest in something, maybe you've spoken about something, you've done some searching on the internet, you will see ads pop up that will be relevant to you. With Google, we're going to be doing search ads, which means when someone actually searches Google for something, we want the ad to appear rather than just put it in front of them and hope for the best. So if someone is searching for a bicycle dog t-shirt for Mother's Day, I don't know, then we want our ad to actually appear up there at the top because hopefully they'll be much more likely to buy because they're literally searching for that product. We just have to deliver them that product. So with Google, you can probably assume that the conversions will be a lot higher. However, with Google, they tend to be a lot more expensive. So with this method, you'll want to create yourself a Google account. It's very, very straightforward. It doesn't cost anything to create a Google account. Once you've done that, you'll eventually end up on this kind of page where you've got your Google ads. Now, when creating a Google ads account, it might ask you to create your first ad and link a credit card or a debit card or whatever. It's okay to do that. You can immediately cancel that ad so you don't actually get charged anything. But then what you want to do is you're over here in this main dashboard, you want to click new campaign again. And here you can choose between all the different options. So we want to go into website traffic. We want to click continue. We can do search. This is the one I just spoke about. Performance, display, shopping. So let's just say we want to do a search ad. You want to put your website in. So I'm just going to put my website in just to put something there. You want to click, start new. Right, now you need to go through all the different things. So what do you want to focus on? Conversions, conversion value, clicks. So let's just say we want to focus on clicks. Let's click next. Right, now we need to select countries, United Kingdom or whatever the country is. You'll have to see where your t-shirts can get printed. And then you can actually go in and do more detailing. So on the side here, you can see you've got location, language, audience, and broad match keywords. These are all the different ways you can target. You've then got keywords and add. You can actually add a whole bunch of keywords. You've also got the ads, you've got your budget, you can review it, and then you're good to go. Now with Google, there's something you want to do before actually creating your ad, and that is actually creating a list of really good potential keywords. So if you go over here into tools and settings, you can go to the keyword planner, and this will open up a whole new tool. This thing is incredible. You can click discover new keywords, and if you've got a dog t-shirt, you can put in dog t-shirt here. You can choose your location, you can get results, and it will tell you other keywords to use and how much they could cost. We can see that the search results aren't crazy. Dog t-shirt gets 1 to 10,000, so we obviously want to do that. But if we target all of these different keywords, right, and if we search, there we go. Now we can see we can organize by searches. We can see if we actually put all these t-shirts in, dog t-shirts for dogs, dog theme shirts, t-shirts with Doberman. If we use all of these keywords, we should be getting quite a few thousand views on our ad every single month. And if we do that, we could get quite a lot of sales, and it shouldn't cost us so much. We can see the high range and the low range for the top of the page bid. So that means you'll show up at the top of Google. So you can see 11 cents to 25 cents. This one, boxer t-shirt, 16 cents to 16p, I should say, because it's pounds, to 97p. This one is dog t-shirts for dogs is 18p to £1.31. So it kind of gives you a good understanding of how much it could cost you. So you always want to make sure your profit margin is there so you can actually afford to pay for ads. Now, besides print on demand, Google ads and Facebook ads, I should say, is a super valuable tool and resource to know how to use. If you can use these different advertising platforms effectively, you would be able to sell that as a service or do so many different things with that knowledge. The next ad platform we're going to discuss might not apply to everyone, and that is Amazon ads. If you're not selling through Merch on Demand or Amazon Seller Central, then Amazon ads won't really apply to you. However, I highly recommend selling on both of those platforms if you can. With Amazon Seller Central, you can start ads straight away. There's no threshold of any sales or reaching any specific tier. With Merch on Demand, you've got to reach a specific tier. Some people say it's 500, some say it's 1,000, some say it's 4,000. What I've seen is at different tiers, you'll be open to certain advertising platforms in certain countries. As soon as you get access to this advertising platform on Merch on Demand, you want to start using it. This is the number one way to get your products to show up at the top of Amazon and get all of those clicks and all of those sales. After getting access, you'll see a new tab on your account called Advertise. If you click that, you can then select the marketplace you want to advertise on. And from there, you can set up a manual ad or an automatic ad. Starting with an automatic ad can be helpful to get good understanding of what could work. But if you feel like you know what you're doing and you've already researched all your keywords, you know exactly what keywords you want to use, then go for a manual ad and it will be a lot more custom. With these 3 advertising platforms at your disposal, your print on demand game will definitely be taken up a notch. Start small, nothing crazy, something like $25 a day. Start with one platform and slowly increase and try out the other platforms and spend more, and hopefully you will be making more if you're actually going to be spending more. Always remember the profit of your item that you're selling. So if you're selling something and you're able to make a $10 profit, which is very, very realistic if you're selling for $25 and you're using a platform where they're charging you no more than $15 for the item, which, for example, Printful or Printify or Awkward Styles, you'll be making over $10 per item. And if you're making that $10, you've got yourself a good base of what your ads can cost you. If an ad is costing you on average $7 to get one sale, but you're making $10 in profit, you're profiting $3. If you can do that 100 times a month, That's a lot of money. The more profit you have, the larger your breathing room will be for ad spend. So if you have a larger profit, you can spend more on ads and know that you'll be safe if it takes longer to get those sales. Even though we all want print on demand to be free and like it because it's free, if you really, really want to take control of your business and you really want to scale, then the best way to do that would be through incorporating ads. If you're still nervous about ads, I understand. And if you want to go down that free approach, I also understand. You've got to check this video out next, where I talk about how you can do it via the social organic approach, where you're not spending money on ads, but you're still getting that extra traffic to your products completely for free.